All right, guys, welcome back. No guest this week. We're just hanging out with the normies. Just catching up post holidays. So how was everybody's Christmas? Seriously, what happened? Well, I want to know what Riley. I'm curious what Riley's family is like for Christmas. Like, what's the deal? Like, are you guys like the type where you have a whole bunch of family over and it's like, I didn't even know you had brothers until like 3 weeks ago.
True.
You met my brothers at the show.
Yeah, maybe.
So Christmas Eve is super light. I just go to my dad's house, and it's just my dad, me, and my two brothers, and that's it.
How far do they live? Like 5 minutes from here?
My dad, I've walked to his house, my dog's
Really?
house before. Oh. My mom is like has to be 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Right in Middletown, right down the street.
Nice.
So Christmas Eve, we go to my dad's house. Just me, my brothers, and him. We don't really do anything. It's not even a big Christmas like dinner or anything like that. He cooked. He did like grilled chicken with like mashed potatoes and corn, and I think that's it.
Your dad a good cook?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he's good. And then my grandfather taught him how to cook. My grandfather owned like 4 restaurants in Brooklyn, taught him how to cook when my parents were together, obviously. So he's a really good cook.
Wait, can I ask? And I mean this sincerely. Like, when did they get divorced?
I was 15, it's 12 years ago.
And did you split time evenly between them, or did you live with your dad?
No, I lived with my dad.
Yeah?
Yeah, all my brothers live with my dad.
Huh.
I lived with my dad. My brothers lived with my dad. My mom moved out. She moved to a house in Homedale, like a townhome. She was there for 2 years, and then she bought a house in Middletown right by the high school, and has been there since. We go there, whenever, in and out, but they don't like stay there at all. Other than like when my brother has to watch her dogs when she goes away for work.
That's the only reason why you're slightly bigger than me, because your dad knew how to cook.
Incorrect.
That's the only
I
reason
just
why.
have better genes.
That's the only reason why.
And using steroids a long
My
time.
dad couldn't cook at all. Like, legitimately could not cook. Like anything that was made that was dinner. Like, if we had a big Christmas dinner, it was like the biggest Stouffer's lasagna that was available, and it just went in and then it was like...
That's sad.
Yeah. And it was like, I don't know, what would appetizers have been? Appetizers would have been like, he would have busted out the Fry Daddy. Do you guys even know what a Fry Daddy is?
No.
Like a little fryer that goes on the counter that's just filled with oil. Like, it's just a fryer. It's just a big fryer. They'll like throw some French fries in or like some potatoes and be like, we're going to make fries.
That's fire, though.
So Stouffer's lasagnas. So yeah, it was like legit. Like, if it wasn't microwavable or something that went in the oven or a fast food drive-through, it's like it was peanut butter and jelly. Like, that was the best you were doing. You know what I mean?
See, growing up, like in my house with my dad, like it was a lot of Italian dinners. It was a lot of like chicken. He made like fried chicken cutlets, grilled chicken, a lot of grilling on the grill, like steaks on the grill. He'd do a lot of steaks, stuff like that. But when I started working out in high school, junior year, just watching YouTube videos and like bodybuilders on YouTube. Like, I remember the first bodybuilder I watched was Bradley Martin, back in 2012.
But was he ever a bodybuilder? Like, did he ever compete?
He competed at low level shows, but he never really he didn't go anywhere.
He competed in bodybuilding though?
No, I think he was classic.
Wait, how long ago was that? Classic wasn't around then, was it? When you were 14?
No.
Classic didn't come around until what, like 2018?
No, when I was 17, 2012, 20...
Yeah, so Classic wasn't even around then.
13?
Maybe Men's Physique. It was either Men's Physique or bodybuilding then.
It was one of the two, regardless. That's when I started cooking my own food. Like, I had my dad show me how to make a grilled chicken on the, like, pan-sear grilled chicken, or put it on the grill, and then just rice. He would make me, like, a big thing of rice that I would put in a container, and then I was eating chicken and rice all through high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember I didn't cook my first meals until I moved into my own apartment, and I remember teaching myself how to cook chicken. Like, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. So I'd buy like thin sliced chicken breast, because at that point I was literally, I'm not exaggerating, I grew up on like McDonald's and like shit food, right? So it was like I had to like teach myself how to eat it, and well, I had to teach myself how to cook it, and then teach myself how to like just get it down because it wasn't something that like I was. So I'd buy the thin sliced chicken breast just because I didn't like chicken. I didn't want that big nasty chicken breast, and trying to cook it was like so fucking. I couldn't oven bake it because I just couldn't get it down.
Yeah.
And I remember like putting so much olive oil on it, like the pan was just like full. Like I was basically frying it,
yeah.
with like a whole bunch of pepper, just because I didn't know
how to season it.
I honestly,
The
I didn't
typical
know.
white guy.
Yeah,
Season the
not even
chicken.
salt,
That's
like just
so-
straight up pepper because I thought sodium was bad for you.
Yeah.
This Zimbabwe's falling apart in my mouth.
Take it out.
Anyway, I
That's why
remember.
you're supposed to put it on the bottom so it sits.
Oh, I wanted to do an upper decky. But I remember it literally was at the point where I would have to like, get done cooking all my chicken breast and then lay out a whole bunch of paper towels and like
Ew.
get the oil off the
Yeah,
chicken
yeah.
breast from the paper towel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what you do with pizza, like when you try
Yeah,
to get the
yeah,
oil
yeah,
off the
yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
I mean, back then when I was cooking my own, like I didn't weigh a thing. Like
Yeah.
obviously I didn't own a
I
scale.
didn't even know what the fucking scale was.
Scoops of rice on a plate with whatever amount of chicken that I thought was sufficient. And that was probably like 1 or 2 meals out of like the pasta at night when he was making dinner, or like the random breakfast foods that I would have, like a bowl of cereal or something like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't play a sport. So like going to like when all my friends in high school were going to like practice this that, I had nothing to do. So I just
You didn't play a sport?
I didn't play one sport.
Me neither.
I didn't play one sport.
I played baseball
I thought you played
growing up.
baseball.
I did. I played
That's
baseball,
so
but then
unlike a kid from this area.
Yeah, no, I didn't play any sport.
in high school, I got in too much trouble. That was like the first thing that they did was like kick you off all the sports teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So literally for my freshman year in high school, I played baseball up to freshman year, and then I couldn't make it onto any team.
Yeah,
because
no,
of the behavioral
I
issues.
played football my freshman year. Absolutely was atrocious. Didn't play, essentially. Stopped mid-season because I was like, this is stupid. And then I hung out with kids that smoked and drank.
It was me. It was me. It was me.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
So,
delinquent.
Yeah.
So what about Christmas
arrested
Day for you?
twice.
Oh, yeah. What about Christmas Day?
So Christmas Day,
Got arrested twice.
got arrested twice.
What?
Got arrested twice in high school. Christmas Day, we go to my grandmother's, so that's a little bit bigger. So that's my mom's side. It's
Wait. I think we're on to a bigger topic now. Now my brain's moving. What'd you get arrested for?
one was smoking at the park right up the street, and one was also drinking at the park right up the street.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It's not that.
Yeah, you didn't. You got put in the back of the car. Did they cuff you?
There was too many of us to cuff.
Yeah, so you just got put in the back of the car, and the parents had to come pick you up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the holding cell for, it had to be, I think we were in there for like 3.5 hours, but I think it was more so to scare us than anything. I was 15. What are they going to do?
15?
Yeah, I was 15. What are they going to do? 15, 16 years old? They're not going to book me. I did take a mugshot. So that was
I have to see that.
That was a thing. But, yeah, and the second time was scary. There was only 4 of us. And we were all at the park. I didn't smoke weed, but they all were smoking weed. One had like this big gas mask rig with a bong and everything.
Yeah,
We
that's
were
what I'm talking
sitting
about. I
there,
had one of those. Yeah.
This whole crazy rig. So we were sitting there, whatever. All of a sudden, where the park is, it's the park, like what is it? What's it called? A jungle gym? What is it?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like-
Playground.
yeah,
Playground. So we're sitting there, and it was like a gross playground. Like nobody brought their kids here. It was disgusting. Probably because kids were smoking weed
Yeah,
on the playground,
exactly.
obviously, so nobody wanted to bring their kids. And then there was 2 cul-de-sacs. So one car pulled up to the back cul-de-sac and just sat there. It was like a Ford Explorer. We thought it was weird, but we continued. They sat there for like 5 minutes. Then another car pulled up on the second cul-de-sac, and then you see 3 cops running across the bridge, and we were fucking. We were just sat there, and we were like, fuck. We tried running, it didn't work.
Yeah,
So
no.
that was that time. Yeah, that was that time.
We had a cop in Keyport, and everybody that's from Keyport will know this too. Detective Gallo, right? He was like the head detective for Keyport. He was such a dick, like such a dick, but like a dick, right?
Yeah.
And like just completely and totally violent. Like I was like 140 pounds or whatever, and this dude had pummeled me on so many occasions to arrest us. It was bad. Long story short, years later, and this is not too long ago, I don't know, maybe like 7 years ago or something like that, he was actually fired for excessive use of force. Like, yeah, lost his job for excessive use
Wait,
of
I
force.
need to know why he put you to the ground. What did you do?
Honestly, on multiple occasions, like I don't remember all of them. The one that I remember, he knocked the wind out of me. You ever have the wind knocked out of you?
Yes.
Like you're on the ground, you're like,
You can't breathe.
I have,
sucking air.
but not because someone hit me, but because I like fell in gymnastics. But yeah, it's horrible.
yeah.
Like when you fall on your back, like on the wrong way.
Yeah, literally just like-
Well, he speared the shit out of me. So I'm like, whatever. I don't know how. I was probably like 150 pounds at this point, maybe right after high school, and we were drinking on the trail, like the trail over here in
the Hudson Trail.
Yeah, the Hudson Trail.
Yeah.
So we're literally walking down the trail. We stopped at this overpass.
Yeah.
And as we're walking back, there's like coming into like more of like a residential area
Wait,
or
which
whatever.
part of the Hudson Trail?
It's over in like the Matawan, coming from
so you're
Matawan
up-
into
okay.
Keyport.
Yeah.
Coming from that, there's an overpass there that goes over 35 or whatever it is, 36
exactly
there.
where you are,
Yeah,
36,
so we were on that overpass for a while, and then we're walking back. And when you walk back, when you get into Keyport, there's essentially like two houses, and the trail's going in between two houses, and there's like a wood fence for each one of those houses, and he was like behind one of those wooden fences. So as we're walking past, I guess I was just the closest person to him. We had no idea anybody was there, and he just speared the shit out of me, took me to the ground.
That's crazy because you're not expecting it either. Like it just comes out of nowhere.
And like I said, he's a full-grown man. I'm like fucking, you know, I'm young. I'm
18 years old. Yeah.
I think we were still in high school, honestly. So probably I didn't turn 18 till after the senior year of high
17,
school.
16?
Yeah, so probably like 16, 17 years old. Speared the shit out of me. I'm on the ground. I can't breathe. He's smushing my face into the dirt. Yeah, like I remember getting up. I had dirt all over my face and everything.
All for what? For just drinking?
Well, he swore, right? And he swore that somebody called the cops and said that we were throwing rocks off the overpass and hitting cars, which we were absolutely not, right? Like, it would just be like, why? We were drinking. We didn't want to get caught drinking, you know what I mean? And probably smoking or whatever. But yeah, so he swore up and down, but then he took us in, called my dad.
Did he cuff you?
My dad, yeah. We used to get it all the time. Like we've been arrested so many times. Like we were in the Scared Straight program every year where they would take you to like the jail and like the guys would be like, I'm going to trade you for a peanut butter packet, like Vaseline and shit like that, like trying to scare you.
Wait, how many were there of you?
As far as like my close group of friends, it was like me, Chris. I don't know. There's probably like 5 or 6 of us.
And he just speared you?
At that time, I think there was only. I think it was just me and Al. Honestly, me and my buddy Al, who was the guy that was in that Instagram live the other night. Remember, I said my buddy was. He was in that Instagram live the other night. He just had a kid. Shout out Al. But yeah, it was. He got fired later for excessive use of force.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what'd your boy Al do when you got speared? You're dead on the floor and he's mushing.
I don't remember, but all I know is Al was as small as I was, but Al was like a fucking Wolverine. He was a nasty motherfucker. He was the kid that wrestled all in high school. Like he would go and sit. Like he's the kid that like you don't know what Al's gonna do. Like he'll fucking gouge your eyes out, like fucking rip your dick off, like something nasty. You know what I mean?
He's playing dirty. He's going crazy.
Yeah. Like he's definitely like I've seen him full out like punch a chick in the face because he got ketchup on his shirt at Yellow Rose Diner one night at like 2 a.m.
Oh my
Next thing you know, he sees Al running down the street, Gallows in the door at Yellow Rose Diner, like, you guys see where he went? Like, we have no idea what you're talking about, dude. But it was an ongoing thing. But yeah, something tells I don't remember what happened to Al or what was going on at that moment. But something tells me Al was probably throwing punches or something.
Your face was in the dirt, so I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing you could do.
Good times.
Funny.
So Christmas Day.
So Christmas Day, I'm going to my dad's to meet my brothers. My mom is picking us up. We're going down to Waretown to my grandmother's house.
Where the fuck is Waretown?
Where is Waretown?
Exit 69 on the Parkway. It's like right by Barnegat.
I was waiting for somebody, dude, and of course it was you. I was waiting for somebody.
And then there's probably this year there was 10 of us. 10 of us, so it's not that big. It's aunt, uncle, 2 cousins, me, my brothers, my mom, my grandparents. That's it. 4. Yeah, there's 10.
So you guys just went for dinner?
Yeah, it was just dinner.
Yeah.
We got there at like 3. We left at like 7. You know, they do the whole Italian dinner. So the fishes.
7 fishes?
They didn't do that many fishes though. There was like
Actually,
I think
think we had 7 fishes either.
Yeah, it was
But
just
I got
2
mashed.
fishes is New Year's Eve, though, isn't it?
No, that's
You're
Christmas.
not Italian?
Actually, no.
Isn't that Italian?
We had it New Year's Eve.
The 7 fishes
At
on New Year's
Matt's
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
family's Christmas Eve.
Christmas
New
Eve,
Year's Eve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Christmas
7
Eve.
fishes is a New Year's Eve thing. Yeah.
Is it?
Christmas
I'm pretty
Eve.
sure. Yeah, the Christmas Eve. I
Christmas
keep
Eve.
saying, yeah, you fucked me up.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah. We don't. Well, my dad doesn't eat fish, and neither do my brothers, and I'm allergic, so we didn't do any fish.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Is that why you look so
That's
big
sad.
today? Because you ate too much? You got some cross contamination there, and like you got swollen?
True, could be.
maybe
Do you want to tell the people that you finally follow your meal plan? Like admit to the fact that like
I finally follow my meal plan.
surprise, he's finally growing. He's finally growing.
It was a shock that I woke up at 2:20.
$220?
Which was the goal? Which was the goal for an entire fucking like year and a half long off season, and we just hit it now because the motherfucker just learned how to eat.
Congratulations.
Make sure you zoom in on this.
All right, guys, so check out Aries Nutrition for all the best supplements that money can buy, and don't forget code ECC15 to get a discount on all your goodies.
Okay, for the record, we felt weird with our arms on our sides, so now we're all using pillows, and it's so comfortable.
Marina thought it was weird if she did it by herself, so we all did it.
Sure. You guys just had FOMO.
I did.
I did it first. Anyway.
That's true.
Anyway.
But I thought of it first.
I'm living like this, dude. I don't care.
That's
We got to
fair.
rest this fucking heavy ass microphone.
This is comfortable.
Yeah. So what happened? So what'd you get Christmas Day? Anything good?
Christmas Day?
No, gifts. What happened?
Yeah,
Anything
my
good?
mom got me... I just got 2 things from my mom. My mom got me this monitor.
Nice.
And...
Nice.
Actually, Chris, can you grab the decanter on the... Because I have to show that.
A decanter.
It has...
You know what a
You
decanter
don't know what a
is?
decanter... Yeah, it's a decanter. It's a whiskey decanter.
What kind of rich white kid are you?
Yeah, seriously.
Very pretty. Me
So she got
gusta.
an engraved...
Oh, that's dope,
It's
dude.
engraved.
Yeah, an
That's
engraved-
nice.
Oh, where am I
Show the
showing it?
fans. Show the
Yeah, that's
fans.
pretty cool.
An engraved whiskey decanter.
That's nice.
So that's cool. And then
Oh,
2
nice.
rocks glasses with E on it for my last name.
Very, very nice.
Nice.
I like it.
And now Marina.
Me.
Yeah,
Okay. So my parents left me. They went to Puerto Rico. So I am alone. And I just went over to my boyfriend's house on Christmas Eve. Actually, no, we went to Matt's aunt's house.
Shout out, Matt.
Yeah, shout out Matt. To Matt's aunt's house, that was a big thing. 7 fishes. Everyone was there. I think there was about like 20-ish, 25 people there.
God damn.
Yeah.
So he has a big family.
That's too much for me to handle.
That's way too much.
Well, Matt doesn't have, so half of the people there were like extended. So it was like his...
That's how Italian people roll. Like fucking 35.
Yeah.
This is my 13th cousin.
Yeah, it's
on
the
my
same
mom's
with
side.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
how all. Yeah, it was like extended. So like Matt's like family, even his extended family isn't big at all. But like that was like extended. But anyways, we had 7 fish. I don't even think we had 7 fishes though. I should count them, but not right now.
Not everybody does like the
Yeah.
whole 7 fishes.
But it was like
some
all-
people do 5, 3.
Yeah, we did a bunch of fishes, whatever. Did that, and then Christmas Day in the morning we went back to his aunt's house and had Christmas breakfast. That's our tradition. They do breakfast there, and then we go back to Matt's.
What?
His mom gets ready for Christmas Day. Then everyone comes over for Christmas Day.
Whoa.
So it was a lot of socializing. That's why I told
wait,
you I'm still.
So there's no kids there, like kids.
There was one child at Christmas Eve. She's
Well, I'm saying
like
for Christmas Day, like the
Christmas
kids are
Day,
home
no
opening
kids.
their gifts. Yeah.
Yeah, no kids.
For us, it's still like, the morning is still about opening gifts. you know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. So in the morning we woke up, like I woke up at Matt's and we opened gifts, like just Matt's parents, Matt's sister, me, Matt. We opened gifts and then we went over for breakfast to his aunt's house, which is like a mile away. And then back to Matt's. His mom got ready for Christmas Day. And then everyone came over for Christmas Day and we spent the day there. We had like some kind of steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus, and that was really it. And some yummy desserts. That was it. It was nice. It was a lot of socializing, but I survived.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, what did you do?
No, we home for Christmas Eve, and I don't even remember what we did Christmas Eve day. Oh, I remember. Christine bought June this new bed, like a bunk bed type deal, but like there's no second bed underneath.
Yeah, and then
like
it
she's
has
got a
the
big
thing
girl
under
bed
it.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's got like room underneath it where she has like a little clubhouse area
Yeah.
or whatever now.
All
That
rooms
was
for
my
activities.
dream bed growing
Yeah,
up.
But that shit was like wild to put together, which I didn't
sure.
even like partake in any way whatsoever. Grandpa came over and helped out Christine with it, and it was supposed to be one of those things where it was so like intricate to put together.
Are you handy?
No, that it was
Not at all, really?
Not really. No.
I love being
Pay
handy.
you to come over and do it. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty handy.
I mean, I would pay somebody to come over and do it.
I'm handy. I fixed my sink. I mounted my TV.
I might.
Well, I'm not
I
like
might-
house handy, but like
I'm house handy.
I
if
might
like
own a
if I need to
screwdriver,
build something,
maybe.
like that's my shit. But like if something breaks,
So you
I'm
can
calling
read
my dad.
instructions.
Not read instructions. I like to
I don't have the
Play
patience
blocks.
for that shit,
It's
dude.
just playing blocks.
Yeah, but I don't have the patience for that shit. Like there's no, like, my back hurts, bro. I'm 15 minutes
That's
in, my
true.
back hurts. Like,
Then your knees
is
start
this really
hurting 'cause you're on
worth
the
it?
ground and you're like-
you know.
Don't get me wrong. I'd pay somebody any day of the week to do anything that I needed, because I'm just lazy. Point blank. Period.
The fact that it's 2024 and you can buy a printer that like prints out a gun and like weird
Yeah.
shit like that, you know what I mean? And we can't buy things that already come assembled, and we got to fucking use an
That's
Allen
true.
fucking key to like put
Yeah.
shit together is fucking mind blowing to me.
That's crazy that they still use Allen keys. Those things are the worst things in
Horrible.
the world.
Like,
I
it's
hate
stupid,
those. They hurt
ridiculous.
my fingers because
Yeah.
they're this big. Oh my
no.
God.
There should be like a fucking nowadays it's like a drone should come fucking drop it off at my house or
That's
something
true.
like that fully assembled.
And it should like the
How are you
drone
gonna
should
get it into
turn
your
into
house?
a robot to
You're
build the
gonna
thing.
open the roof.
Dude.
No, they go down the chimney.
Yeah, don't start with that shit. But yeah, so that was a mission getting that put together. But Christine's also, as you guys know, can we block her from this so that she's the only person that doesn't see it? She's the latest human being on the face of the earth with everything, like just late all the time, like just late with life, right? So it was like she didn't buy anybody Christmas gifts.
You mean Santa?
As of what?
Santa didn't buy anybody Christmas. Santa bought this for June.
Well, even extended family and shit, like, or not extended family, but like her immediate family. So she didn't. And remember, she has 2 brothers and sisters, her mom and dad. You know what I mean? So, and usually there's somebody else there at Christmas Day. Although I think this year it was just the immediate family that was over. But anyway, bottom line is
you hosted.
no, we went to her parents' house on Christmas Day.
Okay.
But Christmas Eve, like I said, her dad was there to help put together the bed. We were trying to keep June away from it so that she didn't see. So it was like one of those things where it's like, why is Grandpa upstairs? We're like, don't worry about it. He's just hanging out upstairs with the dogs, like doing some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was supposed to take her out to go Christmas shopping for everybody else to get all Christine stuff that she didn't get yet. And then she somehow got upstairs, found out, and so that gift was like ruined. You know what I mean? She's sitting there while they're putting it together. I couldn't get her out of the house for them to like continue to assemble it or
How
whatever.
excited was she?
What?
How excited
Super
was she?
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loved it. So I went out by myself Christmas Eve, and most of the day I was sitting in a line somewhere at some store to buy people fucking gift cards and shit for her brothers and sisters. But I did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie, I did a pretty good job. She gave me like a list of all like the stuff that she wanted to get, and it was all like the wackest like stuff that you could think of. And I'm like, nobody wants this shit. You know what I mean? Like let me like tim this up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
God.
get everybody some good shit. You know what I mean? So I went like all over the place. I was at fucking Sephora for the ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
She,
So you know how to
What'd you
operate in
get at
Sephora?
Sephora?
she wanted me to get them Ulta gift cards. I'm like, we don't
No,
play that
not
game. Yeah, we don't do
Ulta.
that. What do we look like? 13-year-old little
There you
girls?
go.
So I went straight to Sephora, banged out some gift cards
okay,
there.
Gift cards.
I went to Cousins to get gift cards at Cousins.
Nice.
Like the restaurant?
Yeah. I got Grandpa just a $75 gift card.
Her family lived close?
Manalapan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Manalapan.
relatively close. But yeah, where else did I go? I went to a few different places to get a few different fucking gift cards.
I gotta say, the funniest story that you put up,
Hand and Stone. I went to Hand and Stone to get some gift cards.
Oh, there you
Fire.
go.
Yeah.
the funniest story that you put up was that you play Barbie so much that June
Oh
thought
my
the Ken
God.
doll was
Did
for
you see
you.
it? though?
My
She
mom
really
was
thought, like,
dying.
Daddy, I got your gift.
Daddy, this is for
so
you.
funny.
Yeah.
That's so
So
funny.
cute.
So yeah, I spent the entire day Christmas Eve in line at different places to get different shit for the family, and then I think by the time we got home, the bed was done for the most part, and it was getting late already. So we literally just ordered La Rosa's and had chicken, stuffing, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese,
Rosa. I haven't
all
had
that stuff.
Rosa
chicken
so
dinner.
long.
What's that?
They do like that whole chicken dinner.
Yeah.
So
And it was
good.
like way too much chicken dinner on top of that too. So I ate until I was basically ready to throw up. And then I think I watched reruns of Walking Dead. You know, passed out. Put June to bed. Christine also burnt the cookies for Santa.
Do you drink during the holidays?
Nah, not at home.
No?
Like if I was out and about and doing something with family and friends, I'd probably have a drink or two, but not at home. I'm just gonna, have one drink and pass out, so it's not really worth it. But then Christmas Day, we woke up, and that's where it's like, when you have the kids, it's awesome because then June gets to wake up. Did Santa come? She woke up at 6:50. Right, 6:49 a.m. exactly. She woke up.
Not bad.
Yeah, and she's screaming, "Daddy, Daddy!" because I was already downstairs. And she's starting to walk down the stairs, and it was still like the sun wasn't out yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's like walking down the stairs, and as soon as you get past that one part where you can like see into the living room, she's like, "Wait, did Santa come? Is it nighttime? Should I go back to bed?" Like, no, he's here. So she started walking down. She saw all the gifts, and she basically shit her pants and was like super excited and
Do
everything.
you guys put out the whole cookies and milk?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Like I said, Christine burnt the cookies.
Did you go down and eat, like, put a bite in one?
No, they were legit. But yeah,
Yeah,
we
you guys
broke it up basically
do
and like
that?
just left it there. You know what I mean? And I drank a glass of milk to leave like a half a empty glass of milk there. But yeah, it was. I would have eaten all the cookies. I was looking forward to eating all the cookies, but they were burned, sadly enough.
Nice.
So yeah, so I think I just ate an entire bag of Reese's Christmas trees, and yeah, and then Christmas morning she opened up all her gifts. It took her hours to open up all the gifts that she had, legitimately hours. So that was cool. That was fun. And then it was just an entire morning of trying to put together and open up all the toys that she wanted to play with. And then off to Grandma and Grandpa's, where the entire family was, and then we were there until like 9 o'clock at night, and that was about it. Had a normal dinner, well, an Italian dinner. So it was all like, you know, raviolis, meatballs, what's it called, braciole? Braciole?
Braciole.
Yeah, braciole.
Braciole.
Which one's that? Is that the
braciole?
sausage? There was sausage? No, that's the pork. The braciole.
Yeah, that's
so we had the pork, the sausage, the meatballs,
You did prosciutto?
raviolis, ziti's.
Did you do the prosciutto? Did you have the whole appetizers and everything?
They did, but I didn't partake in any of the appetizers. So I forget what they did. They had that big ass platter of like fucking
yeah.
salami flowers
Salami
and
with
shit.
the mutts and
That's
all
my
that
shit.
All the
stromboli.
cheeses, yeah,
her
stromboli.
dad goes in. So her dad made like all the stromboli like from scratch. So he like made his own dough for the stromboli, everything. And then what else do we have for dinner? Oh, chicken parm, eggplant parm, fucking delicious eggplant parm.
Eggplant
Couldn't
parm
stop
is so
myself.
good.
I'm not an eggplant parm guy.
Neither am I, dude. His eggplant parm was fuck. I didn't even have any at the dinner because I'm like, yeah, nobody touched that. There was an entire tray of eggplant parm. Nobody touched it. It came out last. Nobody had any. Right? Chicken parm went crazy. Everybody loved the chicken parm. Nobody ate the eggplant parm. So when we left, you know, her mom packs up all the leftovers or whatever. I think we took like half a tray. I ate all that shit within 12 minutes of being home that night. It was so good, the eggplant parm. I had heartburn for like 3 days.
Oh yeah.
I will say, so Christmas Day, because you had me eat all my meals on top of the Christmas dinner, I thought it was going to explode.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to throw up.
I would throw up.
it's the way it should be.
I had 2 meals Christmas Eve and then Christmas dinner.
Christmas Eve was easy because I just had my meals and then the one
Well,
chicken
yeah, you had
dinner.
the chicken.
Yeah.
That's not
That
bad
was
at
easy.
all. Not
But then
bad.
have all the Italian food on top of like
Yeah.
5 meals that are just abnormally sized to begin with is ridiculous.
What did you get, Matt?
What did I get Matt? I already forgot. I got him underwear.
That's a very like wife thing to get.
Yeah, he needed new underwear. I got
Underwear and
him-
socks.
I got him a calendar, a little dachshund calendar, because he loves dachshunds. And I saw it like while I was shopping. I was like, he's cute. So I got that for him. I got him elbow sleeves like a few weeks back. So I was like, this is part of your Christmas gift. And then I'm supposed to book us flights to Puerto Rico, which will kind of be like enough of a gift for the rest of next year. But I don't know. We'll see about that because we haven't decided when we're going. But just little stuff. He got me a nightstand. He got me a nightstand because I don't have a nightstand.
I'm sorry. Are you guys married and 40?
He was like, "What do you want?"
Underwear and a
because
nightstand.
at first I was like, "I'm not gonna get you," because I fucking hate like when people just give me like more shit that I don't need. It's like I don't need more like stuff. So I'm like, "What do you need?" And he's like, "I need underwear." I'm like, "Perfect." Then he's like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "I need a nightstand." So he got me a nightstand.
I got.
It's very practical.
Did you get anybody anything good, Riley?
I don't think so. We don't really do gifts for my parents.
I got-
And me and my brothers don't exchange gifts.
I gotta find. I sent a picture to Steve on Christmas Day, and I don't know why it's not in my, but like that's literally the fan that she got me.
A fan?
Yeah, my wife got me a fan from Sheen, a little box
Wait, is
fan
it just a little
from
tiny
Shein.
one?
Yeah, look at my feet for reference.
That's true. It is small. And what? You're just gonna put it up like on the kitchen table and just like carry it around with
put it,
you?
like next to the bed or something like that. But I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know where it is right now. I didn't open it. But yeah,
That's
Christine
cute.
is literally
Probably
the
just
worst.
saw-
She's the worst gift giver on the face of the earth.
I think I'm a pretty good gift giver.
Yeah.
Like this year, I kind of slacked with Matt because I was like, I'm gonna book us tickets, but then we're just deciding when we're going. But I know we're gonna take a break in a second, but I got Matt's parents a engraved like cutting board or charcuterie board. It says the Mastillos on it. Oh, it's so nice. I'm like, wait, I want one.
Etsy.
Was it Etsy? Yes, it was Etsy.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Etsy.
So I got Christine. I bought a new refrigerator for the kitchen. And
like a new refrigerator.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Wait, what brand did you get?
well, I got her a gift card to pick out the new refrigerator. Okay. So I got her a $1,500 gift card, and then $50 to Sephora, $100 to Victoria's Secret, 2 pairs of Lulus,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know, other like that might have been it actually. That might have been it. Maybe something else. And I got a box fan, $12 box fan from Shein.
A box fan.
All right, let's take this break. Okay, so Riley just signed up at a gym that is like 4 hours from him.
So I signed up to Lifter's Lair in Brick. It's exactly the same distance as Iron.
That doesn't make any. The math doesn't math. If you are 50 minutes from Iron,
I'm 49. I'm 48 minutes from Lifters.
how? If it's
Because
literally
it's
if
one shot
okay,
down-
Well, I guess yeah.
It's when I go to Iron from here, I have to take the Parkway down to Howell and go all the way through Howell, all
yeah,
back
go
roads.
all the way through Howell.
This one, it's right off the Parkway, so
Well,
I go.
true, because if you, I guess, from Iron, Lifter's Lair is probably
37
like.
minutes at this time right now to lift our layers. Lifters.
What is it to
Lifters
Iron?
Lair.
What is it to Iron? That makes no fucking sense.
37 minutes. Even the longest route is 45
well, I
minutes.
mean, also there's no traffic
and
right
if
now,
you
but
avoid
still.
all tolls and shit.
So it's probably like 45.
So
But that still doesn't make any fucking sense. Because Brick is so much more south.
It's I have to go from instead of exit 100.
It's crazy that Iron Revolution is only 17 miles from here, but that is going to take you
yeah, it takes.
37 minutes.
I mean, like same. If
it's
you
exact. See, it's
Yeah.
exact
if
distance.
you
That's what
yeah,
justified it
if
for
you
me.
put in my address, like it's not that far. It's just I'm taking all back roads. All through Cold Spring. I kind of like it though because those mansions are pretty to look at.
I don't know. I like I know a lot of people don't like driving far. Like I don't think you like driving far to the gym.
no.
But what?
I don't know how you.
I just don't have the time. It's not
Yeah,
that I don't like driving far.
I don't have the patience.
I don't have the time.
I like to drive, like, because I have to drink protein shake and a
That's right.
Gatorade.
I would honestly
True.
rather have time so I could, drink my pre-workout on the way. It's like
listen to music, get in the zone.
Because
Yeah.
I'm 5 minutes from Kingdom or fucking whatever. I don't know, 8 minutes from fucking LA Fitness. So it's like I have to pound my pre-workout before I go, and then it's just like the timing is never like
Yeah,
perfect.
it's
You know what I mean?
never-
like
That's
drinking
true.
all that sits in your like for me it sits in my
100%,
stomach.
yeah.
I don't know. I just think the max I'll drive to the gym is like 25, which Kingdom already pushes it being 30. But I do think Iron is sometimes too short of a drive. Like it's 10 minutes, and I'm like, I just ate. I'm like, and I don't feel like ready.
That's why I usually eat like legit at least 2 hours before. But then again, the pre and intra workout
I
shakes that we have,
usually-
it's like that's a meal. They're meals in and
Yeah,
of
I
themselves.
usually do like an hour and a half. But when I time things and I leave when I go to Iron, it's already an hour after I eat, and then an hour and 10. It's like that's not enough. So sometimes going to Kingdom like is better because then it's like I get that extra.
Yeah.
Well, see,
whatever.
Kingdom for me is still
But I just can't stand the drive. I can't
29
stand it.
minutes, 30
Yeah.
minutes. But like when I go to
That's not
LA,
bad.
LA is like 10 minutes, and like today I went to LA because I didn't have much time, and I still sat in the parking lot for 15 minutes trying to get my
Yeah.
drinks down and everything that I had to do.
Yeah, then your asshole turns into a water faucet by set one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's tough.
it's rough, and I hate
Oh,
going
God.
to. I
So
can't
what
use
did
that
they?
bathroom.
Not at LA Fitness.
Nah,
I
no
heard
no
that-
way, bro.
So you just
no way.
you just
Yeah.
rock with a full
Yeah.
stomach and like just terrible.
That's where halfway through the workout you got to change the plan. No squats today, my friend. No squats today. Not happening.
I went
Literally.
I went to Lifter's Lair like around when they first opened with the Aries team, and it was ass. What did they change? Because I heard that they took out some of the relentless
took-
shit and put in like
So
Arsenal
he's actually
or Atlantis
I was
or
Atlantis,
something.
I know they got.
Atlantis.
Yeah, I just talked to the owner actually the other day, and he has more Atlantis coming, but he took out like 2 back machines, 2 chest machines. He put in 2 more chest Atlantis machines.
Oh, yeah.
He switched out a couple of leg equipment, and the pin loaded machines he's switching out. It's
I
actually the
barely
only thing I
train there.
don't like. I'm short. We all know this.
Yes.
And like, I can't really do tricep extensions on the cables because when you come up, you just hit the top. Like the cables are like extremely short.
Wait,
Really?
even
Yes.
short for you?
Yes. Like you got to take a step back to do like a regular tricep extension
That's
with the
actually
rope because when you come up, it just clips the top.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
That's weird. I haven't been there yet. Nor do I think I'll ever go.
Yeah.
I think it's too far for you.
Have you tried the Attilas yet?
No. I've been meaning
I
to
need
go, but
I need to
I
go.
Attila's
heard
is far for us, though.
No, the Attilas in Brick.
Oh.
they opened an Attilas and Brick. It's right across the street from Lifter's Lair. Like
Really?
directly across the street.
Huh.
They have all hammer strength equipment. They have some Attilas. They have some Prime. It's huge too.
Yeah,
from
it's
what
massive.
from what it looks like, it's
Yeah.
big. The only thing that like it's very how Attilas does it like it's all refurbished equipment. Nothing is brand new.
I don't really care about that, though.
Yeah.
I do to an
Sometimes
extent. Have you been in Attilas in
Which one?
Not since I think I went maybe after.
But have you worked out at that Attila's?
No.
Which one?
Like the where is it?
Belmore?
Belmauer.
Yeah, Belmauer.
I didn't mind. I mean, that's just the vibe there. Like,
But
it's more,
I'm good with a refurbished piece of equipment, but some of it's not taken care of.
Yeah, if it's straight up
not
just
greased.
broken,
It's not.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
like try to do an old school, but it's not taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, have you been to fitness shop?
Fitness shop, yeah.
Like, that's all really old school equipment, but they
It's all nice.
service
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
No,
like it's
all.
smooth.
Yeah, you're right.
That I
That's a
like
good
that
point.
vibe.
Yeah.
I also like fitness shop.
Fitness
Yeah, so
shop
do
is
I.
one of my
I think
favorites
that's a really
for
nice
sure.
gym.
I like it a lot.
I used to train down there all the time. We had the kitchen down there in Spring Lake.
Yeah, I really like that gym. It's just that one's. I can't drive to that one every time.
Yeah.
That one's
makes
a little
sense.
bit pain in the ass to get to.
So New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions. I need to stretch more. I'm so fucking out of shape when it comes to like I can't put my hands behind my back and touch my
Immobile?
hands. I'm immobile.
Put your hands behind your back and touch your hands. The fuck you talking about?
Like clasp your hands and bring your shoulders up. Like hands up, like go like that.
the fuck are you
I can't
talking
do
about?
that anymore.
That's not normal.
No, you're supposed to be able to like have that shoulder flexibility, yeah.
Wait, your hands behind your back. Nobody yell at me for putting this down. And touch them like this?
Yeah, and then lift your arms up.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't even do
No,
that.
I mean like
I don't
away
have
from
any
your
pain
hold
doing
on.
this though.
Like this. Like but like you just stay
Oh,
standing
away
up,
from your
and then,
body?
like, oh,
I don't even think I can touch my hands behind my back.
yeah. Yeah. Like you're fucked up.
I can't even touch my fingers behind my back.
But yeah, you just have muscles. I don't. But
I just am not mobile.
and my hips are bad. Everything is just fucked up.
You know, there's like the stretch. Have you heard of the Stretch Lab?
No.
So there's a Stretch Lab, and there's a couple of them. There's one in Shrewsbury. There's one.
Well, there's one on 9 in that,
Yeah.
like next to Whole Foods over there by like the Hobby Lobby and
But
shit.
is it like one of those things that the moms go to and it's like
No
so
clue.
expensive for no reason?
No,
I have
it's,
no idea.
It's a membership. I'm pretty sure it's pretty cheap.
What's cheap?
I don't know. I think it's like $30 a month or something like that. But it's like a one-on-one with somebody, and they stretch you.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just stretching.
I think I'm gonna go to yoga.
Didn't you do that?
I
And you
went.
hated it?
No. I went to hot yoga and I was like, this is hot, and I'm really not calm. I'm stressed out. Which I know you told me that, but I wanted to try it. But I felt good. Like as for like the next day, like I felt like I could bend
limber?
down and touch my dog without being like, oh
The question is it all in your head? Like,
No.
let's see here.
no.
No, I'm 100%
It's not all in my
immobile.
head.
Are you sure? Are you
What?
positive?
My stretching? My. Well, I also used to have all my splits, and I don't. I can't even sit and like
Oh,
go
forget
down
that.
anymore.
That's nonsense. Forget doing that. I can't do that.
What are you looking at?
Effectiveness of passive stretching, or efficacy of stretching is what I put in. But there is a lot of research that shows that, like, I don't know if it's stretching specifically. It might not be stretching. I might be stretching this concept a little bit. But I know, like, massages, for example, like, they don't really do anything. Like, muscles are one static length, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't really get, like, shorter, or, like, when we feel like we're tight, like, there's a good chance that that's, like, your central nervous system telling you, like, you know, something's wrong. Like, you got to chill out a little bit, you know what I mean? As opposed to, like, people think that, like, oh, my neck is really tight, so maybe I should go, you know, stretch this and do this and loosen it up so that I feel better and I can work out or whatever. But the reality is, like, that's usually a central nervous system, like, protecting you because there's some sort of systemic fatigue that's built up, and it's trying to warn you, like, hey, don't do this shit. You know what I mean?
could be that,
Meanwhile,
or-
we're going directly against it. But again, I'd have
Or-
to find the
Or I could just be completely out of shape when it comes to mobility.
I'm 100% out of shape.
Did you see that video of Sebum doing his?
Yeah, his mobility stretches, yeah. Against the mirror or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty mobile for a dude that
That's what I'm
size.
saying. Like I'm
So
half
here's-
his size.
here's-
Like,
here's
I
one-
should be a little bit more mobile.
Here's one that says it's the effects of stretching on and strengthening exercises with and without manual therapy on scapular function and pain in individuals with shoulder impingement in randomized controlled trials. And the results, which we skipped a whole bunch here, so it might not be 100% fair. Conclusion. Adding manual therapy to an exercise protocol did not enhance improvements in scapular function and or pain in individuals with shoulder impingement syndrome. And this is just one thing that
I don't care
literally
about. I
randomly
don't care about
cherry-picked.
function. I just want to be mobile. I guess it's kind of the same.
Yeah. So here's another efficacy of stretching for prevention of exercise-related injury. And this is a systemic review.
All right, so Tim is just shitting on my New Year's resolution. I'll go fuck myself.
Just, trying to make you a better person.
Guess I
No
won't.
definitive conclusions can be drawn as to the value of stretching for reducing the risk of exercise-related injury. And that's based off of, again, a systemic review. So I wonder how many, like I'd have to get the full text here.
Just find a new New Year's resolution.
Yeah, right.
All I'm saying is a
My
lot of
New
that
Year's
shit is in
resolution
people's heads. You
is
know what I
to
mean?
never stretch again.
But sometimes it being in your head is not necessarily a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like if you go get a massage and in your mind you're like, oh, I feel so much better now and whatever. Placebo effect's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's a real thing. So
I just want to touch my toes and be able to put my stomach to the ground again when I sit in the splits.
the fuck's that even mean?
So go like this, and then your stomach goes to the ground. I guess your chest. I guess your chest to the
I don't know if I
ground.
should tell you to eat more or less then. You know what I mean? So it sounds like it's an issue where like you want your belly
I'm not flexible,
to
but
be
my
out
big
there.
ass belly does hit the
Not
ground.
belly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
All right, whatever.
I just
So
wanna be-
she's going to stretch more. What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't really have a New Year's resolution. I never really do those. I guess.
Yeah, I don't
just
normally
well
do
this
those,
season.
but
Yeah, my plan was to think of something while it got to me, but instead I was too busy poking holes in hers.
So go ahead. What's yours? What'd you think of?
What the fuck, dude? I just told you I need more time. Like, spit
All right,
something
I'll
out,
go.
dude.
I said mine is, I guess, do well this season. Follow my plan better.
Yeah, there you go. Good one.
Like
Good
that?
one. Good
Thank
one.
you.
Eat all the food that's on your plan.
It's tough. It's hard. It's rough. Are we gonna we gotta get tests done before the season, like a GI map. I want to get done.
A GI map or another Dutch test? Because we definitely need to get a Dutch test.
I want
I want to
everything.
get both before.
I was actually just talking about that with somebody.
I hate the Dutch tests.
Why?
They're so. Have you got one done?
No.
They're so fucking annoying.
There's a
Why?
lot
You
of
gotta bring those pee sticks with you every. Oh my god. It's so
like no
annoying.
caffeine for the day, nothing
That's
before you
not
go to
even
bed
that-
at night.
That's
That's
Like,
not even that big of a deal.
yeah,
It's like,
for you because you're a weirdo and don't fucking really do the caffeine that much.
Yeah, I don't really drink caffeine, but
Like you don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
It's weird. Fucking weird.
I don't drink coffee, and I cut down on the energy drinks. I did have half that can today because when Chris was here and Justin setting up, I'm sitting on the couch like, fuck, I gotta be able to talk.
Yeah.
So I need some kind of caffeine. But after eating all this food, like, especially those energy drinks or carbonated, it's hard. Once you have a carbonated drink, you
Yeah.
can't get down this food.
Are you at the point yet with all the food where like you can't do certain things like for me?
like move, like be out of breath going up the stairs?
Yeah, that's how you know you're eating enough.
Like I was sending a check-in. So I can't sit down when I do a voice message.
I like how everybody thinks that like immediately too, like when you can't breathe and shit, people think like you're just on a whole bunch of drugs and shit.
No,
but like
like
the
that.
reality is, it's like, dude, no, I just ate a big
It's just
meal.
about
Like,
food,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
I'm
digesting my
dying.
food right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's it, dude. When I swear to God, the last like real off season I had, I didn't want to fucking move, bro. Like I
Yeah.
didn't like. Everybody's talking about how like it's like I'm good once I get into the gym. I'm like, really, dude? Because I got fucking
Nah, it's-
one exercise in and I just want to pass out
It's
like
hard.
straight up on the floor.
I'm like dying. So yes, I'm at that point. Like I was sending a check-in to 2 people, and I had to apologize to both because I played it back, and all I hear is like,
yeah.
all right, guys. So what we're gonna do is, and I was like, oh
No
my god,
way.
I swear to God, I was like, this is. The Sammy was actually she sent one back and was like, you sound like you're dying. It's like, I just ate. To be honest with you.
That's what you really have to keep up with, like just enough daily movement. Like that was my downfall, I think, last time was the fact that like I tried to minimize my daily movement so I didn't have to increase my food anymore. So like instead of increasing my food, I would go from like whatever 7,000 steps a day down to like 5,000 steps a day, and then again instead of increasing my food, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not going over 3,000 steps a day. And like it was just like the minimal movement. Like I wasn't doing any cardio. It was just minimal, right? I think that was where my downfall was, because then your appetite starts going down from not moving. It gets harder to digest all the food and turn over the food, but you just get more and more immobile.
Yeah, so like I think that's what, because now that I'm
You should
home,
probably stretch.
now that I'm home all the time and not
Stretching,
moving,
like you would literally just shit yourself.
No, there's no shot. I'm stretching.
Yeah.
But now that we had this conversation in my last check-in, now that I'm home more and like not really moving, like it's my appetite has gone so far down. But I think that's one of the reasons why I put on more weight is because I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, well, that's where you have to actually get out and go for a walk, like, or get a fucking walking pad or some shit like that, and
Well, I
actually
have the
get
treadmill, but
get
also
some steps in.
walking my dog. So
Yeah, sure.
And that should be enough, just that
Yeah.
alone.
it is helping.
You
But
take him
still,
out for like 2 or 3 walks a day, and you're good.
Yeah. more than that because he pees like a motherfucker. But
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have a fucking thing, like a backyard.
no, I have to take him out every single time.
That's crazy.
And he doesn't go out on that turf.
Wait, that's insane. How many times do you have to take your dog out?
A lot.
What the fuck, dude?
I still
never
take-
contemplated this ever. So dogs that live in condos and or apartments have to be taken out every time they got to urinate. How often does your dog piss in the house?
He's gotten better, but a lot.
This is I don't know how I never spent any time contemplating this before in my life. Like, did you ever think about this? Like,
Well,
I never
I
thought about
lived in
this.
an apartment.
Did you have
Oh,
dogs
that's right.
in
I
the
live in an
apartment?
apartment, and I still take Beamer out on a leash because he's fucking nuts. If I let him out, he doesn't come back. He will not come back. So
Oh,
I
but
still
you have a yard to let him out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
but I still take him out on a leash every time, as if I'm in an apartment, because I can't let him on his own.
so you're
'cause he
telling me
doesn't
when you
fucking
live
come
at
back.
home with your parents, you're not
Yes.
just like, here's open the door,
No,
go outside.
correct. No. Because he doesn't come back. He will dig a hole under a fence. He'll fucking run away. He'll fucking chase a bird and bring us back dead animals.
Why do you guys have dogs? What the fuck is wrong with
Because
you people?
happy. Because wiggles.
I don't know, man. That's a lot of responsibilities. I
No,
don't
but
know.
yeah, and like even when I'm like not home, like my dad will take him out on the leash because it's like it's just a fucking bitch to let him out, and then he comes back dirty, and he hops in the pool, then he's swimming, and then he's muddy, and then he's rolling in the mud. Like he's actually, if you one of these days you'll see him running in my yard and be like, oh, okay.
How old is
He's
he?
an absolute fucking menace. He's 3.
Really? He's still like that at 3 years old?
Well, he was bred for hunting, so like when he's out there, he's like trying to
He's
kill.
in his element.
Yeah, he's trying to kill and get something, and then he'll bring me back something. I'm like, I don't want that.
That's nuts.
He's an
Probably
actual
every hour on the hour.
fucking
That's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, and I mean,
But he doesn't pee in his crate.
well, of course not. That's his spot.
Yeah. So like, if I have to put him in his crate, like
I don't even want to open the door for the dogs. We got a doggy door. Just fucking
My dad
go
has
wild,
one.
baby. Go do your thing.
Yeah, my dad has one of those. He has a makeshift one he made.
That's cute.
Like it's
the
a-
rat dog goes out on her own though. She also takes her time, and she probably gets lost and comes back.
Don't say that. People are going to stop watching if they know you call your dog a rat dog.
But she is a rat dog.
It's upsetting. It really is.
People call their Shih Tzus rat dogs.
No, they don't.
Absolutely.
People don't do that.
Come on, if you have a Shih Tzu, I know you probably call your dog a rat dog.
It's like me calling
Boom.
Riley a rat coach.
You do.
You do.
Do you call him a rat coach?
No, I don't. I
What
would
does
never.
it even mean?
I would never. Wait, so what were we talking about before? I had an epiphany about dogs peeing.
Dog peeing.
Which is, it's still insane, dude. So what, you're just going to let the
Oh,
dog piss all over the
how
house
you're
for the next
walking-
until he
walking
fucking
and that's your
hopefully
steps.
figures
No,
it
I'm
out?
potty training him.
Yeah, but even if you potty train him, like, sooner or later, you got to fucking piss. You know what I mean?
No, but as they get older, they
What are you
hold
going
it
to do?
more.
Fucking teach him how to ring the bell and fucking then you know to take him out?
Well, yeah, that's potty
you
training.
sit-
yeah,
they
Beamer
sit-
doesn't
they
pee
usually-
inside.
some of them
ever.
sit at the
Potty
front
training
door.
for us was they go outside and they piss. And then, they don't piss
No,
and
potty
shit
training
in the
is
house.
like, yeah, potty training is just not like training them to let you know when they have to go out.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the dogs really pissing and shitting in the house. Like Gooby when he was a baby, like when we first got him, but I don't remember that lasting more than like a really short period of time.
Well, I'm sure maybe not if you just let them out, but I'm sure you can tell when Gooby has to poop versus when
Yeah,
he
he
has to
drags
pee
his ass on
versus
the floor.
yeah, or when he
Yeah.
has to throw up. Like you know their body language.
Not when they have to pee though,
communicate.
because again, we don't like she'll take him out for a walk or two a day, every day.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like we don't like, not for them to go to the bathroom, just for them to get exercise. In fact, I think
Yes.
Esme literally does not shit on walks. Like she's only going to shit like when she's home and like comfy and like in the
Comfortable and
backyard.
has
My
her
dad's
squatty
dog does
potty.
that. Never. He's never shit on a walk
Yeah.
ever in his life.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever seen.
Your dog?
My dad's dog.
Oh, your dad's dog.
Never ever.
I'm like, I get
never-
worried about
we
like
don't
when
even
it rains
bring
out
bags.
because like General's like really specific, Gooby's really specific, and
yeah.
they have to like, they don't want to get their fur wet and shit.
Yeah, Beamer's like that.
Yeah.
So when I take him out, we go under the umbrella together. And then he's
General went from literally just over the course of the last few weeks, he went from like the dog that we got that would bite everybody and like
he posted that.
Yeah, I saw your post.
yeah,
That's
he's
cute.
he's
To a
literally
lap
gotten
dog.
so much better. Now he literally like jump on the like I cannot sit down in our house without she takes care of the dogs, right? Like feeds them, Oh, I fixed General's fucking allergies too. He's had allergies his entire life. He shakes his head like a motherfucker because he's got something going on in his ear.
What was
but
it?
like he'll just shake it. Well, he's been on allergy medication for like a year, right? And she gives him Benadryl on top of that, right? And the allergy medication's eardrops.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get the eardrops in because he freaks the fuck out every
I have
time you do
eardrops
it.
for Beamer,
yeah,
too.
and then
I
rubs
just
his
gave it
head
to
on the
him.
floor
Yeah.
and shit like a nut bag. But clearly it's got to be something. You know what I mean? So I figured it was like something going on in his gut.
Food.
So we've changed their food multiple times, right? But now it's like no kibble, no canned food. He gets beef, eggs,
So raw food diet.
anchovies, or sardines.
Raw food diet.
Oh,
It's
and
not raw; it's cooked. But
and
I
his-
gave him raw, and he threw it up the first day, literally.
Did
so
his ears? Did they stop?
So he's been pretty damn good with it. Like he'll get once in a while, but nowhere near. When I say he gets it once in a while, before it was so bad that you would wake up in the middle of the night because
To
he's
him
just walking
shaking?
around. Yeah, you could hear his tag going
Yeah.
and shit. So now it's nothing like that. He'll just get it like he'll flick his head back and forth for like a minute and then he's done. And like that's as much as you see it. But recently we haven't seen it at all. And then this morning, because she woke up late, she gave him kibble for the first time, and he was fucked all day. All day. And
there
then
you
we
go.
just fed him regular food again now for his dinner, and he's perfectly fine. So,
Nice.
yep, fixing his gut. He's
got
gotta
a
get
GI map.
Yeah,
Got a GI map.
For right now, he's good. For right now,
I
he's
told
good.
you I've been giving Beamer like this blend of like. I actually bought it's called Gut Guard for a dog, and it has like glutamine. It has
Yeah, I think we have that too.
Like
it comes in the
some
orange.
herbs.
It comes in the orange.
No, it's not
Oh.
orange.
My mom
Mine's
has
black.
my mom has that
I
one.
think those are probiotics.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mom
yeah?
has that for her dogs.
Yeah.
But I told you he was throwing up every morning, and now he doesn't anymore.
Good.
I've been giving him that at night, but yeah, Beamer has ear issues too.
So
We were on how I have to be able to get up and start doing things, and that's when I said I take my dog to the walk.
oh yeah, because
Oh
you're
yeah,
fat.
Yeah, because I'm fat.
that's how we got there.
I
You're
am
actually
very
eating all
fat
your
right now.
food for the first time. Do you want to tell the people like how you really didn't like?
You already made me tell.
Oh,
you
did
already,
I?
you already made me do that.
My bad.
What?
My
You already
bad.
made me do that.
How Riley never followed his meal plan, even though I told him like
Oh.
you got to follow your meal plan. You got to follow your meal
That's
plan.
not the
you gotta
case.
follow your
I
meal
always
plan.
follow my meal plan until the food got painfully high.
I can't relate.
Food is painfully high.
I don't even have. I don't understand
Like-
painfully high.
Like it takes me about 50 minutes to finish one meal, and it's multiple components. Like first of all, the meal itself has like honey, coconut oil, rice,
He
chicken.
complained about this while he was working because he had to bring too much stuff to work.
Okay,
so we
look what happened. I stopped
consolidate as best
working.
we can. But there's literally
so
a
I
point.
quit.
So
So I quit.
So would you?
You said I wasn't following it, so I quit.
Would you rather have fucking 500 grams of rice a meal, or like have the 350 grams of rice and have some honey, have some rice cakes? Like it limits the volume at a certain
It does.
point.
No,
you have to
yeah.
consume.
It does. But like having
So a lot of ingredients.
yeah, it's like, and you'll see it on the YouTube too for my.
Oh, yeah, I
full
have to
day
watch
But it's
that.
like berries, rice cakes with like the rice, the chicken, the honey, the coconut oil, or like the ground beef with the pasta and a banana. It's just like multiple components.
It's pretty
in one,
fire to me.
in one. Not when it's like your fifth meal and you just can't
Yeah,
get
no,
it down
it's
anymore.
disgusting. It's fucking
Yeah.
disgusting.
And I'll tell you the hardest meal to get down, honestly, is after the intracarb. After I work out.
After the intracarb?
I'm
What do you mean? You mean
ravenous
the
after I
intracarb?
work out.
No, after like because it sits in my stomach, the intracarb.
Right.
So like
So,
when I
so the meal after the gym,
Yeah.
post-workout
So your
meal,
post-workout
Yeah.
meal.
like sometimes it's the
which is literally just
No,
4
sometimes-
Pop-Tarts.
no,
Is it?
It's 2 Pop-Tarts. Or well,
Oh.
2. Yeah, I guess 4
4
total.
Pop-
4, yeah,
Yeah.
4 pastries.
But I'm not talking about that meal. Like that's fine. Like right when I leave the gym, I'll have the 4 Pop-Tarts or the 2 bags of Pop-Tarts. That's pretty easy to get down. But when I come home and have the pasta and ground beef after the gym, like with all that shit sitting in my stomach, it's hard. That's rough.
After 4 Pop-Tarts.
Well, after like the intracarb, which is like what 50 grams of carbs, and then the 4 Pop-Tarts, which is 70 each. So that's 200 carbs right there. And then I have to come home within the half hour that I'm eating, have another, I don't know, it's like 120 grams of carbs on top of the 200 plus the 150 grams of ground beef and banana. Yeah, it's rough. It's like I want to throw up.
There was a point back in the day where people didn't, not back in the day, but like literally, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I remember Chris Tuttle was the first person I worked with where he was like, you know, if you can't get all the rice down, like
To have like several ingredients.
yeah, it would be like have a banana to get 25 grams of carbs. You know what I mean? So you can cut 25 grams of carbs worth of rice out, have a banana.
No,
and I was like, I can eat a banana, and he was like, yeah. He's like, I thought that was gonna make you fucking fat. You know
No,
what I mean?
it's
Like,
definitely. I will say with the rice cakes and stuff, like it's definitely easier to eat because it's. First of all, like you like eating those foods. Like I can enjoy a Pop-Tart. Like but if you like the food genuinely,
well,
like
that's
it's
at
easier
this point,
to get.
like you don't have Pop-Tarts in your diet. We literally just put those in there. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
the food is
it's been a
so
week.
high.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, it's got to be something that's like offloading stress off the GI is basically what it is. Like it's got to be in a more compact like source. You know what I mean? So for me, like when my food's really high, like I'll legitimately try to move a lot of my carbs intra-workout, like pre-workout, intra-workout in a shake form. To like put it all in that liquid thing that like, it's just easier to get down. You know what I mean? Because then I could legitimately, I'll do like 100 grams of carbs pre, 200 grams of carbs intra, and I'm able to get that down. I remember Austin at one point, his intra workout shake was literally 1,000 calories. Like that's not an exaggeration. It was literally 1,000 calories that he used to do this jug. Ask him next time you're on the phone with him. Like Tim was talking about your intra workout shake from a couple of years ago before his last shows, his off season.
The mass gainer shake right now that I'm having in the morning is 1,400 calories.
Yeah.
Like with the 2 eggs, the 300 grams of mass gainer, the banana, the berries, the extra virgin olive oil. It's the entire blender.
Yeah.
Like I'm drinking in the morning the entire
Matt
blender.
does that too.
It's disgusting, but I'd rather do that than eat it.
Eat anything, yeah.
And I tell anybody that who asks me, I'm like, you can get it down easier if it's blended and you're drinking it. It's gross and it's like sludge, but you get it down. The one thing that skews me out though, if the banana is not fully blended and it's like chunks in there.
That's I saw that on your thing. Why? That's so weird.
I don't know. Like I blended that thing for probably like 3 minutes. Like I just let it go. I walk away. But sometimes the banana doesn't fully blend. So when I'm at the last end of it, and like I get a chunk, I'm immediately gagging. Like I'm throwing up. Like it's just not even because I'm so full.
Why don't you blend the banana before you add anything else, just to make sure you don't get any chunks?
You wouldn't be able to blend the banana,
yeah,
would you?
because then it's just mush. Then it's just like paste.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
could
saying
you even,
in
like,
the
you'd have to
blender.
have some water in there or something.
Okay, then add some water.
put a
I
I mean, I
little
guess I
water in
can
there,
mash the banana.
No, I'm talking about blending it in the blender before you.
So like oats, for example. Like I used to have to do a lot of oats.
Yeah,
like I'd put the oats in dry, blend them up so that they become like a fine dust.
Yeah,
and then
you
put
can
everything
blend
else
them.
in so it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
clumpy. Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier to do that, but I don't know. Sometimes it blends fully, sometimes it doesn't.
Silly banana.
I know.
You still need one of those off seasons though, where it's like a full on off season where you're eating everything like that. Especially if you want to potentially progress out of classic and into bodybuilding, like it'd be one of those things where you're gonna have to push that off season, and it's going to be brutal the entire off season.
Yeah.
Like just an entire off season of pushing food, and then you'll come down for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we've done this off season, we'll come down for a little bit, but then it's right back up, pushing that food, and then you get to that point again where you can't fucking do it anymore, and then we bring it down. I think for most people, I think the true limiting factor in terms of how how much size they're going to be able to put on in the off season is going to come back to appetite. That's really what it's going to like. Even most push phases, especially if you're not smart as far as the gear usage, you're not getting your blood work done. Maybe it's your blood pressure's too high. Maybe it's something along those lines where it's more like a chemically induced side effect that you're experiencing where you have to come down for a little bit. But if it's like a really good push. Right? In most cases, it's probably going to come back to somebody's appetite. Once that appetite starts to go, digestion's going to start to go. Just your ability. I would say the biggest thing that I think that I ran into for sure, I think that most people run into, is the reality that once the appetite really starts to go, it's like you're missing meals, and it's like, now things are starting to come down on you as far as, your retention, scale weight, which we're not chasing scale weight, but you know what I mean?
The hardest thing is when like I come home and I'm just 0% hungry and I'm still like cooking this meal to try to get it down. It's like you're gagging
because you're nauseous just cooking the meal. Like legit, like
you can't even
nausea.
look at the food. Like it's disgusting. Yeah. And I said to myself next off season, because we were talking about it in Kingdom with the GHRP. I'm picking up bottles. That's it. Bottom line. I'm taking 3-4 shots every.
See, I don't think that's really going to save you. You could try, but I don't think that's going to save you. I don't think it's going to help. I think you'll still get to the point where the food is just not palatable anymore. Like it's just not enjoyable anymore.
It's not enjoyable now.
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing about it
I think
enjoyable.
even with a GHRP or something like that, that's going to stimulate a little bit of appetite. I think is still going to like be where it's like you'll be ravenous, you'll be starving, but then you're reaching for shit that you shouldn't be reaching for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus the meals that you're supposed to have, because it's those meals that are on. It's like at the end of the off season, like you should not want chicken breast. You should not want beef. Like you should run into those points where it's like, dude, I can't do another thing of rice, and then you run into it where it's like I can't do another thing of pasta, and it's like you got to rotate these things as best you can sometimes.
I said it on the YouTube in the day of life. Like I can't do eggs anymore. Eggs was like in prep. Eggs was my favorite thing, like with ketchup on it.
Everything is good in prep.
Well, of course, yeah. But now, like, I can't cook eggs and eat it. It's disgusting. Like, I just can't do it. I'd rather blend it raw.
Yeah,
I can't.
But I don't think my relationship with food will ever be the same.
No,
I'm serious.
Well, yeah.
I'm dead serious. Like there's like a limiting point there now where it's just like I can't like.
Well, it's a mindset. Like I look at food now, like how it's gonna react, I guess, with my body, but also as like fuel. Like I don't look at food like I'm not a foodie. Like I'm not like.
But that's what I mean. I was for most of my life. You know what I mean?
Well, when you do this sport, like that's gonna change immediately because you're not.
Yeah, I've already
food
come
to
to
enjoy
terms
it.
like I'm never gonna have a normal relationship with food. Like it's. Especially when you do this, you go so high, so low, and all
That's what
these
I'm saying.
things. It's
Yeah,
like,
you're never gonna have the same relationship.
I would say I still enjoy food. I'm not like there was definitely a point for me where I was like a gluttonous little fuck. You know what I mean? And like I could hammer like, you know, whatever. Like if you put fucking, I remember when we worked at GNC, we did this thing, right? Where I would go to stores, like we would go to the Five Guys. Like Woodbridge Mall had a Five Guys in the mall, right? Andrew Dick, who you also used to work at Jersey Shore Fitness Shop. Some people might know him, or Jersey Shore Supplements, right? Still does, I think. But like he used to be an employee of mine at GNC, and we used to make this dude do the fucking most fucked up things you could possibly think of, like fucking eat 5 Baconators like straight up until he would throw up, or like drink a gallon of muscle milk until he threw up,
That's
like all types of
ridiculous.
shit. But like I remember we used to do this where it was like see how many patties you could eat at once at Five Guys. So it'd be like whatever, a triple cheeseburger, a quadruple cheeseburger. I think the most I ever ate was like 6 patties on a cheeseburger from Five Guys. And it's like I would do like nowadays, like I couldn't even like it'd be sitting there like I just couldn't stomach it anymore. There's no way I'd be able to stomach it. I'd enjoy a double cheeseburger.
So I know the last time you had me do a free meal was before the food was so high that I don't need free meals right now. But you had me go to Shake Shack and get 3 double cheeseburgers and a large fry, and that was absolutely disgusting. And
Yeah, but that was when you didn't eat all your food though.
Yeah, but I ate that and I threw up. That was ridiculous.
Can't throw up, man. Bodybuilders don't throw up. That's pussy shit.
Fucking threw up. 3 double cheeseburgers and a large fry. That's 6 patties.
Can I tell you guys another story about Andrew Dick?
Sure, go ahead.
He blocked me on Instagram, so he'll never hear this. He actually started working with the team, and we were still working together at the time. And he didn't tell me that he switched coaches. And again, this is a kid I've known him since he was 18 years old. Like I could text his mom at any point. You know what I mean? Hired him when he was 18. Literally came to his first interview in like an Oakland Raiders jacket. I'm like, bro, you came to a fucking interview looking like a fucking dirtbag. Like, you want a job here? Yes or no? And he's like, yeah, I do, man. I really do. I want to be a professional bodybuilder. I want to work for GNC. I was like, go fucking home, change, come back for your fucking interview, and we'll talk.
This is before you knew him, or you knew him
No,
already?
it was before. He'd just come in for a job. Okay. This is how I first met him. So he actually sent him home. He came back, button-up shirt. He's like, okay, dude. We used to call him Baby Huey. You guys know who Baby Huey is? A big fat duck that like what he was just like this big fat kid, but like literally on his application it was like, you know, whatever, I don't know what even happens on an application, I don't remember, but there was a part in that application where he's like, I want to be a future bodybuilder. Like that was on his application, right? So he's just one of those kids.
Like goals, like next 5 years.
Yeah, whatever. But he was like just one of those kids that like he was just a big giant kid. He's like 6'4", and back then he was like 280 pounds, but he was overweight. You know what I mean? But he's just a fun like. It was fun to fuck with him. He's an awesome dude up until he dicked me over. But it was just really fun to mess with this kid. So we'd mess with him all the time, right? Do you guys know what oral stat is?
No.
Jamie, pull it up. I'm joking. I just want to use that. I want to use my lifeline. So if you look up an oralist, I think it is, ORALIST, right? It basically blocks fat absorption. Okay, so it was a pharmaceutical drug for a long time. Then it got FDA approved to be sold over the counter.
Like an obesity drug?
Yes.
Okay.
So GlaxoSmithKline, which is a drug company, they actually put it out over the counter. So GNC had exclusive rights to it at the time. It was this big deal, right? Because again, it was an obesity drug that got approved. So everybody wanted to come in and buy it. The problem with it, and the reason why it never got really popular and worked, was because it just blocks fat absorption. What happens when you block absorption of something? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody?
Down regulation.
What?
Go ahead, just tell us.
You guys
Metabolism.
want to take a guess? Barry? Jamie?
When you block what?
When you block absorption of something from a digestive standpoint, what do you think would happen if you ate too much of said thing?
Oh, it's going to absorb it all?
No.
After, it's like Ozempic.
God damn it,
You're
guys.
blocking
It's all
it.
going out. It's all coming out immediately.
Oh, okay.
Like if you block absorption of it, you're going to shit it straight out.
Okay, I
right? So
understand, yeah.
literally the packet, we used to have to read the packet to people before they bought it and like have this whole conversation with people because it's like, dude, the side effect of this is you have to understand what fat is when you're consuming your food because if you eat more than like 12 grams of fat per serving, right, per sitting, per meal, you're literally going to have uncontrollable diarrhea. Like literally in the pamphlet, it said something like, bring a change of underwear with you. I'm not exaggerating because you will literally shit yourself.
Like you can't even hold it?
Uncontrollably. Yeah, no, it's like literal oil coming out of your ass.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So and one pill was a serving size, right? There was also, there's another company, separate product, it had nothing to do with this, right? What was the name of the company? It was an MHP spin-off brand. I can't remember the name of the company, but they had this product. It was like one of the first ones of its time where it would stimulate your appetite. It was an appetite stimulant, right? It was like, Ravenous from Project. It was like that, but it probably wasn't as good as the Ravenous. Anyway, bottom line is we had that, right? And we were going to do one of these things where it's like, dude, I want to see how many cheeseburgers you can eat or whatever, right? Obviously, Five Guys, one regular cheeseburger is like 50 grams of fat, right? So I take a return that we had behind the counter of this appetite stimulant. I threw out all the pills, replaced it with the Oralist.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like 4 pills.
So he
per
was
serving.
leaking out of his ass.
Yeah, so it was like 4 pills per serving, right? And remember, the Oralist is 1 pill per serving. So I made him take like 2 servings. So he took like 8 pills of this Oralist. He went to go get his Five Guys burgers.
He was leaking?
This is horrible.
This is terrible. You destroyed this kid.
It was literally one of the funniest things I've ever been a part of in my entire life. I remember him kicking down the door in the back room.
He's
to get to
crying.
the bathroom.
He's crying.
His tears coming down.
Everybody was laughing at him. Nobody would let him into the bathroom.
That's so
Waiting for him to
mean.
shit his pants.
bullied
He literally,
this kid.
GNC there at the time, there's a Wendy's right next door. So I remember him running into Wendy's and like I'm filming him with my BlackBerry at the time. So I'm literally following him, dying laughing in the Wendy's, filming him. He opens the bathroom door, the stall door of the Wendy's bathroom, and it's one of those bathrooms, like, you don't know this because you're a chick, but like, it was one of those the toilets. It was already filled to the brim with shit and toilet paper.
Yeah.
And I
Sounds
remember...
like Wendy's. Sounds like Wendy's. He can't even finish the story.
That's horrible.
I remember the look on his face.
He's literally crying.
Yesterday, 'cause the toilet was full of shit, and I remember him turning around and looking at me with that face, like, "Oh no!" Like, he was like
Stop.
pure desperation.
That's so
And
fucking
I
sad,
remember
Tim.
He shut the door, and he was in there for so long. His mom called his store afterwards, and she was like, "What did you do to my son?" She's like, "He's been in the bathroom for 3 hours."
Stop it. Stop.
Oh my
I swear to God, she's like, should I take him to the hospital? I don't know what to do. It was literally the greatest moment, maybe, of my life. Even,
Tim, that's
I've had 3
horrible.
kids, and I'm pretty sure that was like the most memorable thing that's ever happened.
No wonder he blocked you.
Even more
would
than the
block you
time
too.
that we made him do an entire bottle of 10 milligram melatonin before he drove home.
Oh my God.
He got pulled over for reckless driving. I swear to God.
Damn.
Oh, man, he was great. Somebody call Andrew Dick, please, immediately.
He's crying.
What are you going to do, apologize to the
Yeah.
No, we should have him on the
man. It was
podcast.
so good.
Oh my God.
We
Can
should
we
have
get him as a
here.
guest?
Literally.
Oh, man, it was good. Oh, I got pictures.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not of that moment, just of him. But yeah, that was good. So wait, what were we talking about? I'm
on crying.
sweating, dude.
I
I'm
can't
sweating.
follow up with that.
That was a really
Yeah,
good
right.
one.
I got nothing. I literally got nothing.
So off-season food.
Yeah, free meals are disgusting now.
What's Riley's plan?
Now we have to decide what is his plan for food.
Where's he going?
No, she means for like. Not for the.
For 2024. Are you competing?
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, you just started following your meal plan. I feel like right now, see, this is what happens. I'm serious. Like at the end of the day, without that consistency factor, let's put it this way. If you were following your meal plan this entire time, you would legitimately be 235. Okay. 230 is reasonable. 230 is reasonable. You just started following your meal plan.
How
many weeks have you been out of work?
15 more pounds.
Not even a month.
I don't even think a month.
And you're up to 220 already. And we couldn't break 220 for a year straight.
Yeah, it was tough.
Think about the kind of progress you can make now, which I know it sounds like, you're probably already sick of it. But again, you lay into that, right? You're going to end up putting on good quality tissue. The only thing that it comes back to and what we'd have to talk about and figure out is, do we grow too much now to where you can't make it in the classic ranks? And then at that point, you're really talking about, another 2 years of an off season, right? To be able to make it through, to put on enough size to be, because, look at the quality, especially nationals. When you go
even before this, now that I hit 220, even before right now, you said it depends on how much we're doing in terms of growth now, if we're going to skip the season again. Or, what are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing.
That the guy was literally liquid out of his ass, or that he was crying
more so
during
laughing at Tim crying.
Yeah, I've never seen Tim laugh that hard.
Literally one of the best moments of my life.
Oh my god!
I've never seen Tim laugh that hard.
Sorry.
Tim was talking about how, it depends on if we're growing right now. We're probably skipping the season again.
Well, I would say we still have some time to figure that out and plan accordingly, because at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where it's like, we don't want to leave potential on the table, and then we end up in a spot where it's like, we go into the the classic and we're outsized, or we're not muscular enough, we're not there, you know what I mean? Like, that would be the worst feeling in the world, and then we got to go back to that entire process just to make it through to classic, right? Whereas,
I don't think you'd be too small for classic.
What is the weight? What is the
182 for you? I think
is the cap. I was 191 last year.
So maybe I'm wrong.
No, but he did bodybuilding. No.
Yeah, I don't know what the classic weight class.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure your classic weight. I mean, you can Google it, but I'm pretty sure it's 182 for you your height.
So why the fuck is he doing classic?
Because you have to remember, he won it overall, right? So it's no disrespect to him, but like we could have been 10 pounds leaner.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But still, if he was
10 pounds leaner, it would have been at the cap. If he was 10 years leaner, 10 pounds leaner, it would have been at the cap. Right, but what I'm saying is,
so he's still probably going to be 190, just leaner. That's going to be pushing it.
Well, we'll see.
Well, yeah, you want to push it, I guess.
That's the thing. It's like it really does come back to the reality of where if we were, I don't want to say it like that. I was going to say, if we were to fall short, what would be less painful? You know what I mean? Like falling short in regards to classic physique, or falling short in regards to bodybuilding. You know what I mean? Because again, if we continue to grow and you outgrow classic physique, you're still not going to be there from a bodybuilding perspective yet.
Yeah, it's going to be another 2 years.
So last year, was it last year? Yeah, last year I came in at 5'7" 3/4" because I lost a 1/4 inch of height.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, that was him.
That's him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know, Drew.
Got him shredded.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know Drew.
That's what everybody calls him.
Oh my God, that was Drew. We were talking about Drew the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow.
My little guy.
Oh my God, I did not think we were talking about Drew.
Tits McGee.
Finish what you were saying.
I came in at 5'7" 3/4", so for up to 5'8", the weight cap is 187.
Oh, okay.
187.
187 for up to 5'8".
I feel
Right,
like
so that's the thing.
I was 5'7" 3/4", which last year I still didn't make it because I was 191.
So we'll put you on an inversion table, stretch you out a little bit. I'm dead serious, and you'll probably be able to make 5'8". And we could test that multiple times. I'm dead serious.
Okay.
It's fucking,
I have an inversion
as soon as we're
table.
done with this podcast, Chris will grab one end, I'll grab the other end, and we'll see how if we can get you to 5'8".
I'm 5'8" now.
You're not 5'8". You're 5'7" 3/4", dude. At best. Actually, I bet you shrank a little bit.
Shrank.
Yeah.
How? Because I ate more food, so I shrank?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you shrank.
Okay.
Pretty sure. It's all that pot you smoke.
I'm the only one in this room that does not smoke.
Shriveled up
This
your
is true.
amygdala, and now you're shorter.
Okay.
Your prefrontal cortex is now shot. But yeah, I think for you, it's one of those things where it's almost like, let's not. There's a certain level in which it's like you have to plan forward and you have to have something scheduled out. You know what I mean? But at this point for you right now, we just hit a very like unique window where it's like, where can we go with this? You know what I mean? We have to take into consideration your health, right? And not, pull back on the drugs and all that good stuff to be able to clean you up a little bit. But at the same time, at that point, it's almost like, okay, what are we left with now? Because again, if you've only been pushing food for this long and we put I'm telling you right now, if I cut you down 25% of your food, you're 215 in 2 days.
Probably the next morning.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like we haven't
If I
had a
just
chance.
skip a meal at this point, I'm losing 4 pounds.
So we haven't had a chance to solidify anything yet. So you go from this ultimate high of like, and it's like, you just figured it out. It just clicked for you. You just figured it out. You got everything situated. It's almost like, is this the beginning of the offseason now, or is this the end of the offseason now? The fact of the matter is, have you grown during this offseason? For sure. No way around it. You definitely grew. But to what extent, realistically, right? Like, that's the problem that people have with offseasons. They're overestimating what they've actually done, right? And how productive they've been. I don't care what time frame you've been out. In most cases, people are overestimating what they've actually accomplished there, right? So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if you were the same weight that you were last year, or whatever, 4 pounds later or whatever we need to hit that cap, right? And just far better in every way, shape, or form, whether it's conditioning, the amount of fullness that you have on stage.
But if I'm even 2 pounds lighter than I was last year, just in a full better package, I still won't make classic.
For 5'8"?
For 5'8", if I'm 3 pounds lighter.
If you're measuring 5'7" and 3/4, right? I'm telling you, we can get you to 5'8", and that's not an exaggeration. That's not a joke.
But that's fine. But that's still 187. That's still 5 pounds of where I was.
5'8" is 187.
Yeah. So if like you're talking about, if I came in a better package but the same weight, I still wouldn't make.
So when we look at the pictures from you at that show, we could easily peel 10 pounds off of that, right? From that package, right? So if we were 191. What?
That was very watery.
And I told you from the very beginning of that prep that you're probably going to be like 175.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
So, I knew we needed to get that weight down, and it wasn't going. And I told you the entire prep, something's wrong. We went through fucking every single thing that we could possibly go through. Salt, potassium, fucking gut health, fucking this, that, the third, because I knew something wasn't right. Right? We still won, right? But at the same time, we knew something wasn't right. We ran those labs afterwards. We know that there was an electrolyte imbalance and that something was fucked up there. I guarantee you, if that was never the case, you would have stepped on stage a lot drier, but you would have stepped on stage at like a $182. You know what I mean? Who knows, honestly, how it shakes out at that point. Are you so lean there that you don't hold up against those guys that were a little bit bigger? Like, you had to beat that super heavyweight for the title. You know what I mean? And that's really what it came down to. And I think there was a good heavyweight, too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the kid next to me was... I was more nervous about him. Yeah, the kid... No, not the kid in the orange, because that kid didn't win his class.
Oh, that's right. He was bitching the fact he didn't win his class.
Yes.
Well, that was the super heavyweight, though.
No.
And then the big-ass fucking...
He was super heavy. Yeah, he was super heavy.
I think there was a good heavyweight too, though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he actually is a trainer at Iron Culture.
Is he?
Yeah, he looks good now. He's big.
Yeah,
but he was the one I was nervous about.
They both outsized you for sure. Well, of course. But that's what I'm saying is that fullness definitely helped you a little bit. But all I'm saying is if you were set up the right way, and then we gave you even a quarter tab of diazide the night before, did we?
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah.
So, but did you lose any weight though? No, right?
I don't remember the day before what I was to the next day.
I don't think you did lose much, though.
I don't think so.
I think you were around 190 that entire time.
190, 191, yeah.
But remember even showing up to Kingdom to do those pictures, which I still have. We could literally analyze them.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, it was literally like every day that I met you at Kingdom there, because we met like 4 times that week, it was like there were the inconsistencies were like so glaring. And it was like there was no spot.
Well, I looked different from when I posed, which was the same week. I posed at your house in your backyard.
No, that was way before that.
That was before that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought
that was like 5 weeks out or something like that, 4 weeks out. I think it was 4 weeks out.
Oh, okay.
But that's where those inconsistencies and how your look changed from day to day there, that was 100% the electrolyte imbalance.
Yeah.
Like, because think about it, there was even days where I was like, dude, what did you do differently? Like, did you get more sleep? Did you do this? Did you do that? And you're like, no, dude, everything's 100% the same. And it's like that math doesn't add up, you know?
Yeah, and everything was 100% like.
Well, at that point, it's basically got to be. Like, at that point, if you're that lean, if you're that far into a prep, it's almost like you're even if you're doing everything wrong, it's almost like you have to be on some sort of autopilot by that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's doing something widely different at that point from day to day.
Yeah. Which is why I want to get every test that I can get done before we go into the next prep.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
after a health phase and
I
whatever
don't
the
really
case
think
may be.
any of that stuff will be a problem. I mean, obviously, if you're pushing food this way, like there's no such thing as doing a GI map after pushing food and it not being fucked up. Your GI
Well, of course,
map
yeah.
is going to be all over the place. But we have to look at that within the realm of like a bodybuilder's, you know, reference range, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be, you know, a typical reference range. So
Well, why wouldn't we go into like a gut protocol, and then after a health phase or a gut protocol, then get the GI map?
we could.
So that the numbers aren't skewed.
But the only problem with that, though, is if you do that, then what happens if you get that GI map done and now you have something that's glaring that we didn't do during that gut health phase? Because when you do a gut health phase, it's not something that is like this blanket concept of here's X, Y, and Z, go do this, right? I mean, you could do something that's a little bit more like global.
Generic, yeah.
Yeah. Generic, global, whatever you want to call it, this broad spectrum, so to speak, and try to hit all these different angles. But then we end up getting that GI map, and like you have
miss
like
something.
you have no acromantia, and you still have fucking whatever, your zonulin's still through the roof or something like that. You know what I mean? Where we could have just targeted those specific things with that information during that gut phase. You know what I mean? That's the problem with getting good lab work. The biggest problem that you're going to run into is the reality of not just the cost of the test, the cost of multiple tests to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. In other words, you get the test, it tells you, okay, let's do this, this, and this for this specific case. But then it's, a couple months later, whatever, however many months later, wanting to go back and retest and make sure that those things are now taken care of.
Yeah.
Right? Or to what extent they were taken care of, because it's not always that you're going to nail that and have a perfect score there afterwards, Mm-hmm. So I had a guy recently where he tested really, we were focusing on he had leaky gut, but there was also a H. pylori infection, right? And we really focused on the leaky gut because it was bad. It was like a 250 zonulin number, so it was relatively bad, right? So we were really focusing on that. But I also hit him with, I think it was, we did the mastic gum, we did bismuth, and I think it was oil of oregano or something like that. The rest of his numbers were pretty good. Like he didn't really have any crazy dysbiosis, or nothing was really, low or too high or anything like that as far as commensal bacteria opportunity. It was just that H. pylori infection and the leaky gut, right? And some inflammatory markers that were probably based on that leaky gut. So we really focused on that. But we probably undershot. Well, we did. We absolutely undershot the H. pylori because that was probably only the initial part, right? Let's say it was, I don't know the numbers, but let's say it was 6 weeks, whereas the leaky gut stuff we were on for a lot longer than that. When we retested it, his leaky gut was gone. He was good. He was well within range there. He's actually probably the most improved test I've seen for leaky gut that I've ever had. But the H. pylori went up. However, I don't know, she knows the way that it reads. It's like fucking by the power
times
of
10 to the whatever.
Times 10 to the power of whatever.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, he went up like 2 levels there, or whatever you call it. I don't know. Let's say he went from like 2 to the power of 10 to the power of 2 to 10 to the power of 4. I fucking
Yeah, I
know.
mean, that's a lot.
At the end of the day, something like that,
Yeah.
where his H. pylori number like doubled almost,
Yeah.
or 50%. So it's one of those things where it's like you just don't want to, you play with that without knowing exactly what you're looking at. And don't get me wrong, it'd be fine for somebody to say like, hey, we just did a push phase. Let's say it's off season for her, right? She's going through her first push phase. And we've already talked about doing a GI map, but let's say we didn't do a GI map and we just wanted to clean up the gut a little bit, right? Where you throw in like some glutamine, some zinc carnosine, maybe if there's something going on there as far as irritation, maybe even something like aloe vera, whatever, maybe even a broad spectrum thing like gut defender, something light like that with, something like N-acetyl-L-cysteine to be a biofilm disruptor, and then run that for a little while as just like a general protocol to help clean things up a little bit, right? And then, but again, that's if somebody's not having like a great deal of symptoms, but from pushing all this food, they're definitely going to be, skewed, right?
Yeah.
And then as long as everything's, copacetic from there, right? And you run your probiotics, you try to re-inoculate, if you would, and then you put that person back into a growth phase. But again, there can be a cleanup there as long as there's nothing, dramatically wrong. But once we know there's something like, potentially dramatically wrong there, you run the map to know where you're at.
Okay.
Like we have Stephanie right now is in her cleanup phase, and we have a couple things in there to support it, like biome. Like biome is a good one where it's like kind of broad spectrum, but it's also very like, for lack of better verbiage, light, where it's like DGL to help like reduce any type of inflammation or help calm down the GI tract a little bit. We have zinc carnosine in there that can help improve gut junctions. There's a small bit of probacteria in there and other shit, right? A butyrate in there. So it's like, it's like a mild product that would just help clean up a little bit in between there, which would be perfect for somebody, So it's always an option. Just, if you have a gut issue, we run a map. What about you? How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah? Falling asleep yet?
Yeah.
Are you doing a show this season?
Oh, is that what you were asking me?
I don't think that's what he was asking. I was just
no.
asking.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Not for 2024.
No.
We got enough growth to do.
I'm a
And
small little gorl.
what?
I'm a small little gorl.
I thought you said something about your feet smelling. I don't know why
Oh, no.
I got that, but
My feet don't smell.
we gotta do a cleanup phase for Marina already.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to talk about it, do you?
No.
She was trying to keep quiet. She didn't want me to say anything.
No, not really. I don't give a fuck.
I had to yell at her a little bit again today.
Why
You
would
didn't
do?
yell at
What'd
me.
you
I
do?
yelled at her a little bit.
You didn't yell
I was
at
very
me.
stern.
What did
I was
you
very.
He's always stern.
I was very passionate today. I was very passionate today.
No, you're just always stern.
Marina, tell me what happened.
No, nothing. We're just getting a cleanup phase. I don't know. Whenever he says. I said, you say the word and I'm ready.
We got to clean up again. Let's put it this way: if Marina doesn't have a perfect post-diet phase, right? This next diet,
I'm firing myself.
I'm going to fire her. Yeah.
Firing myself.
Marina, you're gonna always be part of the team. You know what I mean? Like you're always gonna be like my mascot or something like that.
Mascot.
Yeah. Or like my assistant or something.
I
like
thought
that.
I was the mascot. You were the assistant.
The little helper.
There's no way Riley could ever replace you. Let's be real.
That's true. We know that. But yeah, I'd fire myself. I agree.
So on that note, yeah, super positive ending. Woo!
Are we done? I'm extremely tired.
Oh, way to be a bummer. Now the vibe is really low. Like she just completely. And
I mean,
totally
you
crushed the
told me
vibe
I
on
was
that one.
tired, and now I'm like. Then I said yeah, so I was like.
You let your body
You made
get
it
tired?
a thing.
It's the pillow. I think the pillow did it.
You made it.
The pillow
no,
made
it's
us too comfy.
cozy. You made it. What is it? You made it come to fruition. Mm-hmm. You spoke words.
It into existence.
Spoke it into existence.
It's hot in here again, though.
It's
isn't
fucking
it?
hot.
It's
It's
another
because you
day
were
where
just
it's hot.
laughing till you were crying.
I feel like that's don't they do that in like the military or something like that? Like they make it super hot in there to like make you like tired
and
and
you gotta fight through it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
because
it's a thing.
if the room is cold, it keeps you awake. If the room is hot, it makes you tired.
Is that true?
Yeah.
When I'm hot, I get. I'm
I
like.
can't
I'm
see.
like.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, but if the room is like warm,
No, I'm pretty sure that's the thing. I'm pretty sure they do that in like the Navy SEAls or something
Really?
like that.
it makes you tired so that you can fight against it, so you can keep yourself awake.
Wait, so they make it cold? Sorry,
No,
hot.
they make it hot. They make it warm. Like
And they tell you like you have to stay up. Like I think it's a thing
But I
where you have to do
can't-
like a written exam of some sort or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, you gotta be able to use your brain while you're exhausted.
I feel like I can't fall asleep if it's not cold.
I know that's for me for sure.
100%.
You know what's weird? Honestly, I think this is a thing. I don't know though. Okay, I don't know. I feel like my nose gets stuffier when it's hot. Is that a normal thing?
I think so.
Like at night when I'm trying to sleep. Like if I don't turn on, like sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to turn on the AC tonight. You know, let it live. You know, Tim, you don't need that right
The
now.
fact that you're turning on the AC in December is crazy.
100% every single night.
That's actually
Just
like
open a window.
I like it
I
cold,
do.
but I
like,
can't. I
I'm
mean, I
on
don't
the
control the
opposite
AC,
side of the
so.
house, like on the rear, right? It's a rear window, and like there's nothing that comes in, right? So like I'll have the window all the way open, and literally I'll
Well, that's
start
why I
the
have
night.
the fans by the windows.
I'll start the night like that, Riley. I'll start the night like
Okay.
that. But then it's like midnight. I don't even want to get out of bed, so I just leave the window open, put the AC on. That shit is blowing right on top of me.
Well, now
Right
you have
on
a
top of
box
me.
fan, so
What?
now you have a box fan.
Don't get me started. I hope when Christine sees this, she knows I'm very upset about the lack of my Christmas gifts. I'm very upset. I feel like it's like an 80-20 relationship when it comes to gift giving.
You should be grateful that she's even there.
Oh, shut the fuck up with that nonsense, all right?
Wait, really? You'd give her 20%?
What?
You wouldn't do like a 90-10?
I'm the 80, bro.
No, I
I'm
know.
the 80.
You're giving her 20%?
Oh, yeah, probably like 90-10. Yeah, for sure. There you go. I get where you're going with that. Okay. Fair enough.
Let me show you a box fan.
Like when you go from like, if I spend whatever, like $2,000 and she's spending $12, I mean, there's a fucking difference there. You can tell me
true.
thought that counts all you fucking want. My
true.
bank account fucking hurts.
My bank account hurts. I got a
Really? You
nice
think she put
stand.
thought into the box fan?
I feel like you just grew into this double XL and like it fits you pretty good. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, you're looking pretty beefy too.
Thank you.
Especially up top, right? Like that's where like you can see like all the like there's a good level of thickness there. Yeah.
I need you to clip this moment because the first compliment I've ever got
first
from Tim.
compliment ever.
First compliment
That's
I've
not
ever
true.
out of
That's
nowhere
not true.
gotten.
That's not true.
He's blushing. Blushing.
No, he's just always red like that.
I'm always red like that.
Oh,
Especially
you're
when I
blushing.
drink. When I drink, forget it. My
Are you
whole face-
drinking?
I'm just saying that my face gets red when I drink.
Oh, okay. They're like, oh, like when I drink. I'm
No,
drinking.
because Tim said my face is always red. So I
And you're
said,
like, guys,
when
I'm
I drink.
drunk.
Yeah, literally. Guys, off camera, I took some whiskey.
We're
All
doing
right.
decanter.
So, I guess that's it for tonight.
We're
Yeah.
wrapping it up.
Yeah. I want to go home. I want to eat some
I
food.
need to go to sleep.
Maybe I'll get to see my kid before she goes to bed. Probably not. It's 9 o'clock. I got 4,000 steps today. I didn't eat my first meal until 4 p.m. today.
Why?
Work. I lived off of coffee.
That's tough.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. was my first meal. And then my second meal was right before I came here, which was just a shake. A little bit of kefir, a little bit of blueberries.
Is that why you're
blend it
not
up.
filling out that shirt? Mm-hmm. Did you work out today?
It's actually really sad. No. I worked out yesterday, and I kid you not, right here is sore. I don't know
what?
why. I think it's because it was the first day I've actually worked out hard. I'm not exaggerating. In so many months, I feel like I was because I was working out. I was like, you know,
You're
You were
straining
working out
your
your
neck.
neck muscles.
That's literally the only thing I can come up with. I'm like legitimately sore right
That's
here to
weird.
the touch. Yeah, like
Yeah,
on
that
both
is weird.
sides too. It's like I don't know what I did if I slept wrong or something.
What did you
like
work
that.
out?
But my biceps were also sore too. My guns.
What?
My guns.
That's because you're.
I just did. I just did arms and then 4 sets of hamstrings.
You're really trying to get bigger arms than me, huh?
I'm trying to stay alive, Riley. I'm trying to stay alive.
You are old.
I got the
Yeah.
biggest arms here.
I'm trying to figure out what my
You
body.
could barely do a tricep extension.
I can't do I just can't do
That's
a
true.
tricep extension. I could do bicep curls.
Well, you did arms and hamstrings?
Yeah.
That's just a strange split.
Yeah.
Emily was confused. She was like, I thought he was doing arms.
Trying to live life, guys. Well, if this was like, Tim was actually trying to like follow his plan and do, it'd
Wait,
be,
do you have a coach right now or no?
No.
Okay.
It'd be Monday is back, chest and shoulders. Wednesday is arms and hamstrings.
Back and chest?
Back, chest, and shoulders.
That's
How do you even
Ugly.
recover from that?
2 sets each. 2 exercises each.
Okay.
And then Friday is back, chest, and shoulders. And then Saturday is quads and hamstrings. That's if Tim was actually trying to progress. My shoulders are in so much pain they cannot handle an entire day on their own. My chest, anything that I do, shoulder, you know what I mean? So my shoulders are in so much pain I can't train a full day.
Do you think you're going to need a shoulder replacement?
Yeah.
wait. You can get a
my
shoulder replacement.
ulnar collateral nerve is so bad that if I do too much back from all the pulling, it gets so inflamed. It's awful, right? So like literally, I have to do arms because my arms are tiny as fuck, right? At least in my head, I have to do it. And so I'm just trying to like maneuver things as best I can to not completely and totally destroy myself every time I go to the gym. It's literally all I got left. It's all I got left.
It's a sad, sad life.
I was going to text you to see if you wanted to come to LA today.
Well, I can't on Thursdays. I'm hoping to be able to go to the gym tomorrow, and hopefully my bicep doesn't like
Explode?
yeah, so I can actually do some back. Hoping.
I did
We'll
back
see.
today.
We'll see. I looked pretty good though yesterday. I had a pump.
I didn't see.
Go fuck yourself. I
wasn't really looking.
I was fucking standing right. We were conversating.
Yeah,
we
but
were
didn't-
conversing.
I didn't like look at you.
I had a pump.
Did you?
Yeah.
You felt
Congratulations.
good about yourself?
I had to inject each bicep before I went, but I did have a pump.
With what? Monster pump?
Yeah.
Monster pump.
It was the first time in a long time. It was like, yeah, I feel like that's what it feels like when you have erectile dysfunction. You haven't gotten a boner in a real long time,
You
and
take
then
some
like you
Viagra?
take for the first time. That's what I felt like yesterday.
And it's like throbbing pain. It's so
Yeah.
pumped. Yeah.
Yeah. I went home and I stared at myself in the mirror for like 5 minutes. I'm dead serious. I tried on a triple XL to see how it would fit.
How'd it fit?
Not
Still
good.
big.
Yeah, not good. Not very
Like a
well.
blanket.
Yeah. I didn't get taller.
Sorry, didn't
that's for
notice
sure.
your pump. Sorry to.
I think you did
hurt.
notice my pump, and you're just trying to like not say anything because you know Matt will hear it, and you don't want him to know that you were inundated with my pump. I know.
Actually,
I heard. Was
you
that
actually-
was that Emily's boyfriend?
Emily's boyfriend.
I
yeah.
heard him at one point.
Say
He
that.
said Tim had a pump.
Yeah, he
To
said
my
something to Emily like, "Oh my God, do you see his arms?"
Someone call Emily.
yeah.
I need to know if that's what
I'm
happened.
so sure.
I'm pretty sure I heard it.
He's hearing things now.
Yeah, well,
My arms were so pumped, everything was echoing off my arms into my ears. It's true. That's exactly what happened.
That's
I don't even know what
incredible.
an arm pump feels like.
Do you have
That's
do you have a
incredible.
measurement here?
No, do you need to measure?
I want to measure versus Chris. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say me. I thought he was
I
gonna
don't
say
think.
me. So
I don't think mine. Oh, I'd definitely be Chris.
Yeah, let's not.
All right. So tape measure for next podcast.
All right, I'll
Chris,
bring it.
we're tapping you in.
All right, let's go.
All right. Next podcast.
you don't
we
want
got-
to measure against mine?
Next podcast. Tape measure for everybody but Riley. And cut.
Thank you for watching Every Calorie Counts Off the Clock. Another special thanks to our sponsors, Aries Nutrition and Oddball Sports. I hope you guys enjoyed, and tune in next week for our next episode. If you guys want to submit questions for next week, leave a comment down below.